both sides stepping up for the rematch. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Solid combo. Decent damage. What's next? Boxing with a target combo. Knockdown. Player 2 creates a good corner opportunity. Sees it coming and blocks it out. KO. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireballs. Throws them. What's next? Brushes that off and keeps going. We're just getting started here. Cool, take control. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Big opportunity now in this corner. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Looking for a chance. Quick breather. Jumps in. The overhead denied. Broken blast. Going in. Tries to bait out a reaction to a fireball. Noticeable getting it all on the drive rush. Player puts the fear of God in it. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this one. Drive parry. Clean parry. Burns the gauge to turn up the heat. All the throw connects. Wash that off. Burns out. Taking chunks out of each other here. This is gonna hurt. Low heavy. Going in. This can lead to some big damage. Carries them all the way to the ground zone from above. Crashes out the cage right there. Oh, sends him a personalized telegram with that frightening critical. Can they muster up the nerve to fight back and take this round? Ugh, take a seat. Both fighters are hurting. What's gonna happen? They pick this time to bust this out? Perfect damage calculation. No doubt about it. They are done. Player 1 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Jump! This is gonna hurt. Sandblast. The drive impact is denied. You can block impacts, but you're gonna lose some drive gauge when you do. The combo's there. Knockdown. They can open up this round big by converting this punish counter. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Taking stock. Combo with the top. Gets. Player 2 sets the tone with that win. Let's see if they can keep it up. The attack's down to the wire. Lands a punish counter for the first hit. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Player 2 chases them down. Burnout activates. Player 1 goes for the super art. Goes for the super art early to try and establish a big life lead from the get-go. Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they hit them with a stop and pop? Uses the target combo as a filler. Ends the meter, hoping for a good return. Level 3 super. Sending that meter like it's nobody's business. Player 1 has an empty drive. This is gonna hurt. Aims for the shins. Life lead is there, but closes it out. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. They choose to run it back. Let's get right to it. Goes for the low kick. Picks up some damage with a long reaching attack. Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. Backs them into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. The jump in catches them. Both fighters are working with empty drive gauges, but I'm sure they want to make something happen. Fireball from very long range. What's next for you? Knockdown. Life lead opens up. Just out of range for that throw. Player 1 creates a good corner opportunity. KO. Player 2 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Looks like they want to establish a rhythm with their ground game and fireball. just goes for it to stop the opponent's flow. That counter's got to have rattled them. Things are slow going right now, but we may see someone speed things up soon. Take the trip. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Quick dashing. Took him to the corner in a flash. Sure you can? A quick brief. They're going for the super art. The super doesn't hit. Player 2 is in a pretty good situation with a meter of super art. Oh yeah, that's what I like to see. Jin, Ryu, Ripper! Their will to win, all the throw connects. Both fighters experiencing burnout. Life lead is there, but still anyone's game. Throws them. Okay, here we go. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive. Crowns him from a what a finish. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Can't take the throw. Checks him with the projectile. They gotta escape from the corner before the pressure builds up. Good job here in giving themselves a chance to gain the upper hand. Player 2 can't let their drive gauge run out. They need to find a way to reset the situation. Pressuring the situation with the charges. Knockdown. This is the range where things get messy. Can they utilize their reach or bait each other? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Ooh, it looks like they're waiting to see what the opponent wants to do first. Player 1 had an impressive round while managing their drive gauge. They'll want to carry that momentum into the next round. Can they turn this gauge advantage into something? What separates the good from the great in this game is smart gauge management. Player 1 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Both fighters are low on drive. What'll they use it on? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. Now, can they finish the job? You've got to be mindful of reach and jump-ins at this range. Uses the target combo as a filler. Tatsu's out of the quick dash. Brushes that off and keeps going. Sandblast. Just goes for it at this range. Oh, here we go. Noticeable life lead as it turns out. Both absolutely oh, yo, raw super here. Anti-air in the clutch. What a finish. Player 1 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Time to get down to business. The first round starts now. Goes low. The impact gets blocked. Drive impact is blocked, but takes a bite out of the drive gauge to apply some pressure. Player 2 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. I wonder how both fighters will adapt to what we've seen so far. Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. So they break forward to pressure the opponent. Player 2 in trouble with no drop, goes for the super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. They just went for it with that super. This may be, ooh, lands a rising uppercut in there. Player 1 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Gets the counter hit throw. The throw misses. Rising uppercut. They were right to be on guard there. Experiencing burnout. Goes for the level 2 super eraser. Set up the punching bag. They decide to take a breather to regroup. Oh, the super art. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Both fighters planning something. Uses the fireball to try and get a reaction. Oh, could be the start of something. Awesome! Their spacing is so on point right now. But who's denied? Keeps cool and locks them out. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Breaks through with the throw. Player 1 made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger. Checking their reactions with a fireball. Checks them with a projectile. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. Moves performed off a drive rush get extra plus frames, making for a potentially high return. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? What are they thinking here? They're at the center of the stage. What happens here will have consequences later on. The drive impact nets them a sweet punishment. The drive impact! Ooh, wants to hit it big here with a super art. No more drive gauge. Takes a trip. Heading into the end game now. It's getting with this super art connect. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Plenty of space between the fighters. What will be their approach? Takes a big gamble. Went for the chip kill. Player 1 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. Anticipated that counter and blocks. Turns it up a notch and sends them to the corner. Taking stock. Still slugging it out at this range. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Cross up. Experiencing burnout. Off for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Player 1 holding on to that corner advantage. Life lead is there, but still anyone just goes for it at this range. Shifu Jinraku! This is gonna take a chunk! Changes the pace with the fireball. Denies the jump in attempt. Player 1 faced the giant and walks away unscathed. What a win! The first round begins. No time to save that stuff for Nationals. It's time to go all in. Player 1 is using their drive liberally. They need to make good use of the gauge without emptying it. Uncomfortable space here. Can they clip each other on the edge? Player 1 is going to have a hard time managing their drive rush. Brings out the super art. How is this going to work out for them? Fantastic reactions there. Porter makes it hard to escape. That'll be the setup here. Goes for a projectile to try and change the pace. There goes for the super art. Life lead opens up. Knockdown. How will this impact things? Grabs him. Player 1 has completely used all of their drive gauge, but they still have enough life left. Burnout activates. They're stunned. To come from the brink like that, what a comeback. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Hits them with a stopping bomb. Player 1 was kept on their toes all round and didn't utilize their drive gauge efficiently. You may see them pay a bit more attention to that as we head into the next round. Gets the jump in. Scrapping it out up close. Drops them from the air. Player 1, they're going for the super art. Up for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Can they create an opportunity? What? Blast anti-air. What'll happen? Oh, yo! Rock super here! In attack range. What are they gonna... Will this super art do anything? Gotta do better than that. Wow, sat and waited for this open. What a sick counter. It's like they knew exactly what was gonna happen. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Brushes that off and keeps going. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. There's a drive rush to throw the opponent off balance. So, a drive rush can really close the distance, putting moves that would otherwise be out of reach in that sweet spot to launch a surprise attack. Are they trying to slow down the pace with a projectile? Denying them a breather there with a long-range fireball. Player 1 has them legit shook in the corner. Porter makes it down to the wire. They can open up this round big by converting this punishment. Knockback with this super art connect. KO. Player 2 picks up the first round. That'll give them a psychological advantage. Goes for the jump in to start the round. The counter is blocked. Closes the gap. Player 2 creates a good, nice counter. What'll happen here? Breaks the block with a throw. That throw will do some good damage. Vulcan Blast! Both fighters planning something? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Player 1 throws them. Gotta be careful not to win. Just goes for it at this range. Using the super can open up huge chances for you. Going in? Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Pumps the brakes on the impact. Impact squat. Player 2 can't afford mistakes without that drive. There's a burnout. Oh boy. Will this super art do anything? Closes it out. This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Overhead, but it won't work. Uses the target combo as a filler. Yo, put that away. Sends a clear message with that counter. Uses the drive gauge. Gotta do better than that. Drive gauge is looking bad. What do they do now? Attack, defend, anything can happen in this situation. Quick dash Tatsu. Amazing. Genius read with that throw escape. Goes all in with the uppercut. Jump, drive impact misses. Handle with care. You can't jump drive impact. Excellent read. Their drive gauge burns out. Okay, here we go. Player 2 is looking at a grim situation with burn anti-air in the clutch. Noticeable luck throw tag. Oh, yo, raw super here. Oh, will this super art do anything? The drop, what a finish! Player 2 made some smart moves there. Great game. They're still hungry. Both sides stepping up for the rematch. Nice block on the overhead. Checks him with the projectile. Fireballs are risky, but if the opponent doesn't jump, they're one of the best ground game tools. Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Trips him up. What's their game plan here at this critical stage? Player 2 will be in a world of hurt if their drive gauge runs out. How much damage can they deal before the opponent's drive gauge replenishes? That attack lands with a super art connect. This Dragon Lash Flame could be big. Player 2 drops him to half, closing the gap. So, what's next? Player 2 is gonna have to wait for that drive gauge. Can they stick it out? In there! Player 1 takes the round like a thief in the night. What else can they get away with? Are we going to see some fireworks here? Brushes that off and keeps going. Goes with the safe stuff with that target combo. Baits out the attack and gets the punish counter. That's how you force your opponent to do what you want so you can get a punish. Digs in deep to get that drive in. Both fighters planning something? Player 2 will look to apply pressure here. Yes, in there! This is the final round. Expect to see some fireworks. Overhead, but it won't work. The last round. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Risky up-close scrap still go. This is gonna hurt. Takes him down with a pale rider. Time for some ground and pound. Can they make the most of this? Player 2 throws that off. Ooh, the drive impact hits for a punish. Player 1 burns out. What's next? Jump in with the crosses. Oh, putting the cherry on top. Come on now, let me hear you say it. Jinryu, red pass. Player 2 can't use any drive moves. Goes airborne. Knocked up out of the air. Ugh, take a seat. Big Mama Jamma. Player 2 was definitely sweaty during that well-earned win. Overhead, but it won't work. All the throw connects. Closes the gap for the grab. Somehow pushes back all the way to center stage. Gets out of the corner and creates some distance. Throws him. What's next? All that effort for so little payoff. Got their eye on the air. Very solid corner switch. Right lead opens up. KO. Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. They've piled up the knowledge. Now, how are they going to use it? Player 2 creates a nice counter. That counter's got to have rattled them. Up for the level 1 Vulcan Blast. Now, can they finish the job? Player 2 is working with a better gauge. What can they do with it? Brushes that off and keeps going. Burnout activates. This Dragon Blast Flame could be big. Player 1 is barely hanging in there, but can still mount. Just goes for it at this range. In there. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. We are here in the first round. Which one of them will let their fists do the talking? Player 1 pushes the opponent into the corner. Buys some time by driving them into the corner. And now they can create some big chances to do damage here. Adds on a bit extra to that to make sure the opponent walks away with a full plate. Combo with the target combo. Goes for the super art. What a clutch side switch there. Now they need to capitalize on this chance. In a dire situation, they can't afford any mistakes. Decides to spend, adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. Awesome! Jump! In there! Player 2 on the board first with the win. They'll want to keep the pressure on. Goes for a projectile to try and change the flow. They've both showed their hands a little bit, so they must be thinking of a counter. Player 2, one out those close scuffles, and now they gotta have a plan for the next round. Drive rush to keep it going. Okay, so you can use drive rushes just like that to launch attacks from much further away. Player 2 will need to play it conservative until their drive refreshes. Gotta be careful not to whip at this. Springs forward with the drive rush. This Dragon Blast Flame could be big. Player 1 experiencing burnout. They're going for the super art. The Dragon Lash Flame giving them a side switch on top of the damage. The life remaining tells us we're halfway through this match. Going in, brushes that off and keeps going. Uses the target combo as a filler. Yes, sir. More damage, please. Player 2 will look to a... This is critical. There's some flatlines on. Player 2 brings it home. Let's see if they can build themselves a streak. Right back into the rematch. We ain't even close to done yet. Stops the attack by using a drive kick. Uses the target combo to take a chunk of damage off the opponent. Opts for the throw. Player 2 has used up all of their drive gauge. Oh, can they survive this badly timed burnout? Player 2 is in burnout. Drives off the table. Neither fighter is willing to back down from this exchange. So their British takes a big gamble and rips out a raw super. All right, what's coming up next? Tom adds a little super juice into this combo for more damage. How's this round going to develop? Heading into the end game now, it's getting tense. Rising uppercut. Player KO. Player 2 picks up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Zones with the fireball. Throws them to negate the block. Dashes up. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Going in. Player 1 needs to use the cut of the corner here. Grabs and throws them away. Their will to win experiencing burnout. Both fighters planning something? G-right kick for a mix-up. Burnout activates. Just go KO! We're going into the final round tied up. Which fighter has it in them to grind out the win? Sandblast! Player 1 will look to apply connects with the throw. The Dragon Lash Super hits home. Player 1 took that round comfortably. No need to bring out the big guns yet. Can they stop this life lead from getting bigger? Dangerous range here. Close range projectile. Checks with a sandblast. These fighters are swinging for control of the match. Who's gonna take it? Medium kick into. Gets the quick dash. Oh, the throw connects. Amazing. Oh man, this is a scare. Goes airborne. breaks and shuts out the counters. They were sitting on their leader for this. They are done. Player one straight up outplayed them. Talk about a David and Goliath situation. Shakes things up with a fireball. Goes for the jump in. Extra spicy Shoyu connects. Player two has a slight life lead that they may sit on. Knockdown. Utilizes an overdrive art there to tack on just a little more damage. Was that a good decision? At this range, many attacks can connect if you stick with a super art connect. Combo with the target combo. Takes him all the way to the corner with that. Timely side switch there, which will let him go on the attack. Bops him with a target combo. A super art? KO. Player one hits up the always important first round. They'll want to keep the ball rolling. Starting off with hits with a Soppen bomb. Jinrai kick for a mix-up. Springs forward with the drive rush. Closes the distance. Which way you gonna block? Looking for a chance. This is gonna be bad news. Closes the gap. Looking to impress with this super. Triple Jinrai hit. Good damage option. Experiencing burnout. How will they utilize this? Quick in there. Last round, people. Both fighters gotta go all in from this point. Parry! Breaks the block with a throw. Grounds him from above. Extra spicy choice. Ooh, lands a rising uppercut. Player one needs to take advantage. There's a burnout. Close range projectile. Player one is looking at a grim situation with burnout. Dangerous range here. And whiffs. They're wide open. Connects with the throw. Anti-air in the clutch. Player one can't let this simmer. They gotta start cooking. This is gonna kill. No doubt about it. Did not miss that chance and takes the round. Player one made all the right moves. And this experience is only gonna make them stronger.